to Tzachi Sofer from Attractive TV. And there's also a pretty video about him also. So Tzachi.
Placing video-related widgets on the screen that allow viewers to click and engage all while watching any content broadcasted online, live and on demand. This enables publishers and advertisers to better target their audiences for additional revenue-generating offerings. To talk about Attract TV's widget platform, please welcome co-founder and CEO, Tzachi Sofer.
Hello, everybody. So Tzachi Sofer is me. I'm the founder and CEO of Attract TV. Attract TV is all about enhancing the video content online and creating a layer of interactive applications that can be added at top of the video, whether for on-demand or live content. Without further ado, I'll just show you a demo with a live demonstration, and I think you'll understand more when you see it. Okay, so what we have in the background, this is a demo of a project that we've done with MTV International on their European Music Awards. This was a live broadcast, and we enhanced the content while the video was broadcast online with a different set of applications. And it looks like this. And those applications, by the way, we call them widgets, which is a nickname for video widgets. Just let the video run. So the video running, I'm not putting volume, and the users, us watching the video, can opt to open any of those applications that are presented here. Whether if I want to chat with viewers or see the MTV Twitter stream, or whether I want to answer a poll, I grab it on the side here. You know, it's semi-transparent, it's draggable. I want to answer. I want to see what other votes are. I want to switch between different polls on the screen. Maybe I'm done with it and I want to close it. Or if I'm very happy with the results of for example, I'm submitting a result here and I want to share it with my friends on Facebook so they can see what's happening. So I'm clicking here on the Facebook icon, and I will not post it right now, but what you can see that I can share the real results of the poll with the link back to the video, and it will be posted on my wall. Let's go back. So the video is about to end, so I'll just pause it. The basic idea of Attract TV is to create this playground of applications that can be placed by the publisher who controls it on the screen. I'll show you two examples. The examples that I show you that are Attract TV based applications, and I'll show you two other examples. One is the live blogging, and another one is the winners list. Two applications that were specifically developed by MTV developers for this specific event. One was a live blogger that while the event was going on, posted some live blogging articles while the show was going on, and everything again was shareable via Twitter and Facebook. And while the show was going on and nominees got trophies and winners, it was updated in real time. And again, all those pieces of information on the screen can be shared via social networks. This whole experience. Okay, can you hear me also from here? Sorry.
Anyone else in the back? Connect? Anything? Woo. Okay. 1 second. We need the audio.
Revolutionize the way digital devices see and understand the world by giving them a three-dimensional perception on reality. PrimeSense's patented technology breakthroughs make it the leading provider of low-cost, high-performance 3D machine vision technologies for the consumer market. To show the different uses of PrimeSense, please welcome PrimeSense application developer Eran Weisenstern.
afternoon. I'm Aran from PrimeSense. Today I'm going to talk about 3D vision and interaction. So I'm working at PrimeSense as an application developer. What PrimeSense does is 3D technology, which looks like this. This is our sensor. PrimeSense's goal is to give device the ability to see the world and understand it, which when this device can see and understand the world, it can understand us as humans and what we want to do and react in the same way. So what is the big technology in the PrimeSense product? What you see is the depth image from the camera. It looks like normal image, but each pixel represents the distance of the object from the camera. I'll make it more. This is. What's so interesting about it is that do you hear me like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so interesting about it that it's not just a single image. That let's say I can look on the scene from the side, I can rotate it, and it looks pretty cool, I have to say. So. Again, what can we do with it? This is the idea is that we are, as humans, we very good at seeing stuff. I mean, we have a good processing power that we can understand the image that we see. It's not like computers. It's much more difficult. Let's say when I put my hand like this, you can see exactly the edges between my hand and my face, and in writing a computer program, it's very difficult. So this what solves the problem. As you can see right here, I can see exactly where the user ends, and this is just a nice effect that someone put on it. One of the greatest products was the Kinect. I heard Martin talking about it, so I will not talk about it too much. What's important to say is that Kinect is a product that aims for the gaming. They connected it to Xbox, and we are going to see, I cannot say which company or when or where, but we're going to see this technology going into televisions. So if you're a director, producer, or any involved in creating content for the television, be prepared that you have to make your content reactive, as you saw in let's say the Sesame Street demo. My group, this is a control paradigm that enables you to change channels and pick movie, and the idea is that it's not that you're pressing a button, you are interacting exactly with the content. You grab the movie and you grab it towards you. Like happened before, the dead glass. I mean, kids of today, they're used to iPhone and iPads. This is dead glass. My computer screen is a dead glass. I touch it and nothing happens. So PrimeSense want to make all the content, everything that you see, you can interact with it. You can take it, move it, or throw it away, or pull it towards you. A little more about depth. When I see when I understand the world and I see the user, I can, let's say I can put a button over here so he can press it. There's a lot of nice projects that we see that people are trying to make a cool project that you touch or play drums or whatever. Maybe our photographer. No, it's this is a cool way to this is the way to put your viewer, or in the case of game user, to put him inside the media, inside the game. You can try to pull up your sword, do like this. Try again.
כמעט שם. כמעט, עוד קצת.
I'm gonna continue. So this is a very nice experience, and psychological studies show that when you have your avatar on the screen and you move it, it's not like you're controlling it with a pad or a keyboard or a mouse. You're actually psychological, places in your brain that are active when things are going in this virtual screen. So this is really, don't do it. This is really immersive experience. And think about content of movies, TV shows, and commercials that if you move your hands, you touch the shampoo, or you are stronger, faster, and you have superpowers. This is another very cool demo. It's very fast, and there's a lot of cool movies. You can see there's in a few seconds going to see a cat also playing, so it's really natural. Because try to explain cat to use keyboard. How many of you know this Fruit Ninja thing? Did you play it in the real?
Not like this.
So this is much more fun than the... No, I played it for 3 hours. And it's really fun because you really feel like a ninja that cut fruit. Because you do like this and things explode and all the screen is colorful. I'm going to show you. Holding a frame. I'm gonna take a photo of me. And what's really nice about it is that it's really in the world. So I can stand in front of it or in the back of it. Once you have the real knowledge about the scene, you can rotate it around and see it as you wish. So I'm really waiting for seeing 3D movies. Maybe I want to see this movie from the point of the actress and not the I don't know, maybe from the dog, maybe from the table, maybe from the top. So this is pretty much it. And, if you have any questions, you can send me an email or maybe.
With EEG and BCI technology, the viewer is able to influence, interact with, and direct the plot and outcome of a video or film using only one's mind, which enables the creation of interactive scenes, subplots, and alternative endings branching into a web of possibilities. Please welcome Darren Desvignes.
Hi, my first time in Israel, and I love it very much. And Aviv is awesome, and thanks to the organisers for making that quick switch. My colleague and the CEO of the company, Trezam, was supposed to be speaking here today, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. And I've been here all week and I've been having a great time, and they kindly put my name and almost pronounced it correctly as well. Right, so yeah, as you see, my name is Darren Devines. I'm the Creative Business Development Manager for Mindplay, and we are an interactive media company. It's quite difficult to put ourselves in a particular category at the moment because it's all relatively new, using EEG to interact with media. EEG technology, which stands for electroencephalography, is something I struggle with all the time. It's been around for like over 50 years, and it's always been held in the research institutions, so for neuroscience and stuff like that. And it's only in the last few years that manufacturers of this technology has seen the benefits of using it for things other than medical research and neuroscience. So what we've done at Mindplay, and it's an interesting story, we actually started off by trying to do a small animated movie to tackle knife crime in London amongst the youths. Because a few years ago there was a lot of violence amongst teenagers. And so we were trying to figure out a way of trying to communicate to kids in a medium that they will be able to identify with easily. So we thought we'd do an animation about knife crime, and try to see how, through speaking with kids, how this affected them mentally. What did they think about what they were looking at? What was the emotional attachment to what they were seeing on the screen? And then around the same time, we came across EEG technology, these headsets that are measuring the electrical signals the brain emits from the prefrontal lobe area. So basically, using this technology and applying something called algorithms, which are a script that measures your focus and your relaxation, we were able to pull all of this stuff together to develop a platform that will allow people to monitor your neural response to what you're seeing on the screen. So enter Mindplay. 1 second. What am I doing? All right, here we go. Right, so we've got this platform called Mindplayer Pro. And what it does, it's currently measuring Nimrod, who's sat over there. Thanks for being a good sport. And what it's doing, it's reading his the electrical signals, the raw electrical signals from his brain, and it's transferring it to my machine every second at 512 hertz. So it's a live feed. So if you were to give me a big forehead blink, yeah, it'll register. Yeah, so. We can use a blink as a controller. I can use Nimrod's focus as a controller. I can also use his relaxation or meditation state as a controller to interact with content. It could be music, it could be a movie, it could be an animated, and it could be any form of media that will run in our software. So, right, hold on. All right, tell you what, I'll just leave it like this for now. Right, go full screen. Right, so what we've got here now are 3 dials. The red dial is measuring Nimrod's focus and attention. So he's all right, there's some activity there. He is paying attention slightly. I didn't actually hear that, but I'm just gonna laugh with everybody. The blue dial is measuring his relaxation, and the green dial is measuring his zone. Now, we use the zone, well, actually, the zone is a culmination of the red and the blue. The zone is the overall feedback. A lot of sportsmen, like archers, and sportswomen, archers, golfers and stuff, they need to have high focus and high focus and high relaxation in order to attain their peak performance. So an archer needs to be highly aware of his target, but yet still he needs to be relaxed, to keep the heartbeat slow so that he can make an accurate shot. So a lot of people use the platform as it stands as a form of validation to help them understand what's happening, inside of the brain. Someone earlier spoke about sensors. We're living in a world where sensors are becoming more popular, especially on mobile devices, accelerometers, and stuff like that. And we also believe that sensors that measure what's happening internally is becoming popular as well. But I can record it again. I'll call it Nimrod 2. Yeah, the part 2. Yeah. So this is a film. Actually, I will just turn the volume down on here a bit. So this is a film based around parkour, which is free running. I don't know if it's a popular sport here, but it is in England. And what's happened is that someone's phone's been stolen by a parkour running man. And Nimrod, who is the protagonist, is going to chase this man and follow him through the city to try and get the phone back. There's a series of interactive points where a dial will appear on the screen, and if it's red, he has to focus. If it's blue, he needs to relax. And if he doesn't focus or relax enough, the film will end at that particular point. If he does focus enough, it will progress.
Make sure that you're focusing on.
Yeah. Right, now, in the, when the dial came up...
to become a parkour hero? Next time.
Next time, whatever. But now, say again?
There's a red dot coming in the side.
Yeah, well, basically, it needs that's to let you know that it's an interactive moment, and you just need to be aware of the color, which is red, which means you need to focus, and you need to. I mean, the very first time you do it, we didn't have an opportunity for me to show you properly how to use the indicators as a controller. Everybody has their own method of switching on their focus and their relaxation. And the unfair thing about the software is that it's forcing you to focus and it's forcing you to relax, which in a sense is great because a lot of people have never really done that before. You rely on external circumstances and you react to it.
Enables brands to seamlessly integrate their product or message into existing television, film, and internet content. Advertisers can work in concert with on-air and online campaigns, with digital brand integration during the programming itself. To talk about Simbi's advertising technology, please welcome Vice President of Research and Development, Shai Shacham.
Those of you that don't know us, Simbi is an advertising innovator that allows actually brands to digitally insert their advertisement, whether it's product or messages, inside video content. Of course, we're doing it after the product has been shot. Let me first show you a few examples for it to be more clear. First, you're going to see the original scene, and then right after that, you'll see the same scene, but with the brand integration in it. Okay, so we'll see first a message integration example. Of course, it's all digital.
There's no way that that's really him.
It's really him.
This is the original scene. How with your mother.
Hey, that's mine! Yeah, you better run!
No way that that's really him.
It's really him.
Hey, that's mine! Yeah, you better run!
That's really him.
It's really him.
So as you can see,
Hey, that's mine!
the brand integration, because it is done digitally, you can change it anytime. From How I Met Your Mother.
This is gonna hurt if it ever starts. So promise you'll be careful. This is gonna hurt if it ever starts. This is gonna hurt if it ever starts.
Okay, so actually this is what we're doing, and you know, we are here at the Student Film Festival, and I assume many of you are going to lead the content world of tomorrow. And this world is changing today, and I'll try to explain how Simbi fits this changing world. From our experience, especially in the US, where we're mostly active today, it is harder today to make money out of content. And the reason for that is ad skipping on television became a widespread phenomenon. On the internet, viewers have much more options, and therefore mid-rolls, which are the main way where advertiser can put their advertisement in video content, mid-rolls are much more limited than the traditional ad spots on television. For example, you know, the total advertising budget in social networks today is $3 billion. Half of it, by the way, goes to Facebook. In 7 years from now, this budget is expected to grow to $40 billion, 4-0. And the question is, social networks are the alternative, because people are now dividing their time between video content, watching video content, and being in the social network, and doing other stuff in the computer, like you know, searching things in the computer. In the past, people were only watching television, and therefore advertisers, if they wanted to reach the audience, they had one way to do it, through television. And this is what I'm saying, that the content world is changing, because today there are more options to reach the viewers, and advertisers of course know that, and they do it. They reach their audience in other ways. So this is why the advertising budget, for example, for the social network is going to grow very significantly. And the question is, where will this money come from? Because the advertising budget is not expected to grow significantly. So if today $3 billion, and in the future, in 7 years from now, it will be $40 billion, where will this money come from? And what I'm saying here is that if video advertising will increase its effectivity, it may well be this money will come from video advertising. Video advertising today, as I said before, it has lots of problems because the viewers don't want to watch ads, regular ads. So, how can video advertising improve its effectivity and compete the other alternatives advertisers have today? The key here, in our opinion, is the viewer engagement. The main asset video content has, relative to the other ways where you know, advertisers try to reach their audience, is the viewer engagement.
Right now. Oh wait, Frank, hold on a second. Maybe we can sell the house ourselves. You know,
Look at
save the
the beer
5%.
bottles.
What do realtors do anyway? They pop on a blazer, they walk people through a house. We can do that. Mac, the real estate business is something that takes a lot of style and a lot of finesse, and that's something that the two of us both have in spades. Absolutely. I'm thinking we do like a classic good realtor, bad realtor dynamic. Oh, I'm the good, you're the bad? You're the sweet to my sour. The honey to your vinegar? That's good, dude. Honey and vinegar realty. I like that. I like the honey and vinegar. What I'm hearing.
Studying law, making a responsible choice for my future. On Friday night, being a lawyer had better be awesome. What's up, Ted?
To give you tips and strategies on how to promote your content, please welcome Rachel Lipschitz-Levy.
Hi everyone, just a moment if you don't mind. I'll just pour myself a glass of water. My name is Rachel Lipschitz-Levy. I'm a senior media solution specialist at Google for both Israel and Greece. You might be asking, what exactly does that mean? Practically, I work with our sales and marketing teams to bring large advertisers to advertise on the YouTube platform. I won't be talking about advertising today. Actually, what I'm going to be talking about is how you can promote your content on YouTube, and we're going to touch a little bit about the tricks of the trade, okay? I think I'm going to give up on this one. So how many of you have uploaded a video recently to YouTube? Okay, so you all have that experience. Great. So what we're going to talk about today is basically, I guess, what your mission is how do you develop an audience on YouTube? How do you develop a sustainable audience on YouTube? Meaning not just viewers, but viewers who turn into subscribers, who then turn into being an engaged audience that move on to share and comment and engage with your content. Why do people like Cheers, the bar?
Everybody knows your name.
Exactly, because everybody knows your name, you know what to expect, and that's what we're trying to do with when we build a community in YouTube. We want people to come back to our channel because they know what to expect, because you know your audience and your audience knows you. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the challenges and opportunities. We're going to have a little bit of a I guess call it, deep dive of the YouTube Creator Playbook, and I'll summarize at the end. If we look at this data, we look at it as a big challenge. There's a lot of views, over 4 billion views a day on YouTube. More than 72 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every single minute. Now, these are definitely challenges, but maybe they're also opportunities. If we look at the number of views, it could be an opportunity because we have your unlimited potential audience. But how do we reach those supporters? In terms of the amount of content that is uploaded every minute, how do we make sure that our content can be found? I think if we look at this screen, pretty much all of you are familiar with this standard screen. It's a standard watch page on YouTube. And a lot of times we look at this and we take it for granted that it's just there. But if we deep dive into it, you can see that actually there's a lot of information on this page for you as a content owner that you can control and craft. Basically, when we start, you can control the creative, the content of the video itself. There's the branding elements, there's annotations, there's titles, there's comments. There's a lot there that you can control. And we're going to deep dive into this and see exactly how can we make use of this to leverage our content and to make it easier for users to find our content. Is one, if you take the advantage of every opportunity given to you, and the other one is that you become not semi, full YouTube experts at the end of this lecture. So what is the YouTube Creator Playbook? The playbook is pretty much a booklet, which at the end of my presentation, there's going to be a QR code and a link. So if you want to scan it or write the link so you can download the playbook itself. But it's pretty much a collection of tips and tricks and best practices of people who have succeeded on YouTube on how you can make your success on YouTube. And here are the high-level things that we're going to cover today. So it's programming and producing, publishing and optimization, and community and social media. To begin with, an account on YouTube is a channel on YouTube. A lot of people ask me, what is a channel? So once you open up an account on YouTube, you basically have a channel. And on your channel page, which looks like this, there's also a lot of elements which you can control and craft. To start with, you have the area of the channel description, which pretty much you could add their information about yourself, about the content. Upload a video, and a lot of times we don't pay attention to these details. But this is exactly the information that helps users find your video. It helps the algorithm scan and understand your video so it can bring the relevant results. And let's look at it again. What is that? It's the title. It's very important that when you upload a video, you have a good title. That it should be compelling, it should be relevant, it should be accurate. And it should also be attractive, so people would want to click on it because they searched for it and your video came up in the search results. Now you want them to click on the video so they can watch it. The description area is very important. People tend to not pay attention to the description area and they don't understand how much potential there is there. You want to put any relevant information that you can in your description area. You want to put links that are important to your content. So I personally, for example, I like to search YouTube. I like to look for makeup videos. I like watching videos on how to put on makeup, how to put on certain types of makeup. And I always look in the description of the video to see links. Maybe I'll reach the site, or you have the option to put in tags. And it's very, very important that you put as many tags as you can that will reflect the title and the description and the content of your video. Again, if there's one thing that I see that reoccurs all the time when I search for videos on YouTube, I see people uploading videos, and then when I look into the tags, I notice that they don't put any tags. So, for example, if I'll go back to my makeup example, if it's a video about makeup, they just put there the word makeup. But there's so much more that you can put. Dynamite, exactly. What do you know about Dynamite?
It's a song.
It's a song.
I don't know.
Club song.
Dancing song.
Okay. So just before, so the Maccabees video went viral like within a week. It got over 7 million views. It's a video that was released by an a cappella group from Yeshiva University in New York. A month before, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Tiao Cruz released his video, music video of Dynamite, also an a cappella version, which was about 2-3 weeks before this video was starting to go viral. In addition to that, Glee performed that song on their show. And these guys understood the hype and took the timing of Hanukkah. They released the video 1 week before Hanukkah and the hype about the song and basically tapped into that. So it's just an example to see how you have to be like connected to what's going on. And sometimes you could actually, in Hebrew we say lirkov al hagal, you can, hype it, like tap into the hype that's already happening. Surf on the wave? Okay. Ride the wave. Excellent. Going to our next section is publishing and optimization. How can we also continue to leverage our content? What features do we have that we can use to help with content? So you want to set your playlist maybe according to themes or according to subjects. And of course you want to feature them on your watch page. Don't forget that every time also that you update a playlist, the playlist itself also gets a URL. So you can embed those videos separately, but you could also embed an entire playlist. And basically when someone comes to watch one of the videos in the playlist, they'll be watching the next as a series. Making use of annotations. Any of you familiar with annotations? Okay, so annotations is basically those little bubbles that sometimes you see on top of the video, a layer on your video. So first of all, annotations was actually developed in the Google R&D Center here. And where is the traffic coming from? This is how YouTube Analytics would look like. Every user who has an account on YouTube, in their YouTube account, they have access to YouTube Analytics. They can see information about their videos only. You cannot see such deep dive information about other users. You can only see it about your videos. But what can you see here? So basically you can see where traffic is coming from. If someone embedded your video or someone picked up on your video and embedded it in a different site. You can see also who is viewing your videos. If it's men, women, adults, young people. This is important information because if you built or you created a video and your aim was to target a certain audience, if it was a young audience, and you realize that actually an adult audience is watching it, maybe you want to tailor your message. I'll be able to take questions at the end. And you can also see, of course, how your video is becoming here right now, but I'll just kind of like skim through this again. So it's all about reaching out directly to your audience, talking to them. Don't be afraid to talk to them directly. Encourage them to subscribe. Ask them what they would like to hear from you. So maybe you could put a video response to them. Maybe respond back with the type of content that they would want to receive from you. Ask them to rate your videos, to like or dislike, to share. These are important things in terms of building up your community. Think of how you can make use of social media to promote your content. People tend to think that when we're at Google or at YouTube, we don't talk about video, and asking them maybe if they liked it, maybe they want to embed it in their site, maybe they want to write about it. And this would help also promote your content. So, yeah. So to sum up, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. And there's a lot of videos out there. We spoke about it, 72 hours of video are uploaded every minute. Over 4 billion views a day. How do we make our content more discoverable? So if we just take a few of the tips that we spoke about here today, use of annotations, writing up the right metadata, putting everything into playlists. This is the organic way of helping things move forward. Of course, there's a whole session about advertising, but I'm not going to be talking about that today. Here's the QR code. Here's the link. If anyone's interested, you can download the playbook. There's more examples. There's a deep dive of exactly how to make use of this. And good luck. Any questions? Sure.
You mentioned tags and title description. Does it have a different meaning if the word is located in the title or in the tags, for example? Let's say I have a video about this concept of the new media conference. If I use the word new media conference in the title, is it different than using it in the tags?
It's not different, but all these are. The question was, is there a difference if I use a certain word in the title or in the tags? So there's no difference. It's just in addition. You have to use them, all three of them. Okay, the algorithm reads all three sections.
So it's better
it's better.
Triple use them?
What?
It's better to use them 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely yes. But then again, try to tailor what you're writing in each section. So your title is very limited, your description has more options, and your tags have more options. So you definitely can elaborate in your description. In your tags, if I'm not mistaken, you're limited to 180 tags. And your title has to be very attractive because it's not just about the algorithm scanning your video, it's about also marketing your video in a way that users are going to want to click on it.